let's break down Ash versus Steven. It is Aggron versus uh um Gengar. It is Metagross versus Dracovish. We have Cradily versus Gengar and Pikachu versus Metagross. Now, prior to this, Ash had undergone training with Paul to get ready for the Masters 8. And one of these battles included battling his own Metagross. Paul got a Metagross so that Ash could train against it. And in that battle, Gengar used its brand new move, a Will-O-Wisp, in order to cause burn damage to be able to beat Metagross. That did not matter in the Masters 8. It bared no fruit for Ash's battle in the Masters 8 against Steven. Because Dracovish can counter Metagross. Okay, great. Paul sees that. But then he switches into Aggron. Gengar causes burn damage to Aggron, fights back with Dazzling Gleam against Rock Tomb, and the burn damage, so freaking weird. Aggron suffered burn damage, what, twice? I think. The real way to do burn damage was showed off in the Sinnoh League. Burn damage, even throughout the Diamond and Pearl series, and yes, I'm going to glaze the hell out of Diamond and Pearl because Diamond and Pearl did things right. Diamond and Pearl had peak writing, but the burn damage for Aggron was just ridiculous. Ash was relying on the burn damage to defeat Aggron. He literally says it's still standing after he did the burn damage. So bro was fully reliant upon Will-O-Wisp in order to defeat Steven. If your only way that you think you're going to beat one of, if not all of Steven's Pokemon is to use Will-O-Wisp, a status move, which will cause damage over time, you are not ready to defeat a champion. You are not ready to defeat the Hoenn champion. You are not ready to defeat anybody in the Masters 8 if you're relying on a status move. And I don't know why Ash was so dependent on Will-O-Wisp. He has other moves in his arsenal. He has Pokemon that have battle experience in his arsenal, yet let's rely on Will-O-Wisp. And I don't think that was good. I think it highlights how insignificant Ash's skills are as a trainer compared to the other members of the Masters 8 are. I think it highlights Ash's severe unreadiness for the Masters 8. I think it highlights and puts in perspective how unqualified he was for the Masters 8, since he was so reliant on Will-O-Wisp. And then, of course, Aggron goes down from the burn for plot armor, and then, the only real good portion of this battle was Gengar and Pikachu versus Cradily. That was really the only good part of this battle, because there was back and forth, there was strategy involved, there were moves being blocked and counters being involved. But then we get to Ash and his Pikachu versus Steven and his Metagross. Mega Metagross at that. Mega Metagross was running circles around Pikachu. Pikachu could not land a single Thunderbolt, and then apparently out of nowhere it can redirect the lightning bolts from 10 million volt Thunderbolt. So 3 out of the 7 hit Metagross. It's still standing, and then 1 Iron Tail wraps up the job. Mind you, Steel, I'm pretty sure, does resist electric attacks. Now, I'm not adding my tea, guys. I need my tea. Yum, yum, yum. Love that tea. Elderberry this time. Elderberry for stress and immune support. With honey. But let's continue talking about Pikachu versus Metagross. Because majority of Anipoke fans will agree that Ash should have lost against Steven. Mind you, Dracovish has gone down to Metagross and whoever defeated Dracovish. I think it was Metagross. No, it was Aggron. Excuse me, I misspoke. So he beats Aggron, he beats Cradily. Gengar and Dracovish go down. Pikachu can't land any Thunderbolts. Apparently redirecting lightning bolts from 10 million volt Thunderbolt is possible now, when he's never done that before. They all fire off simultaneously at once. The strategy just wasn't there for Ash. Steven had more strategy than Ash, and Ash was relying on unpredictability, which, not a bad thing, but he leaned too much into it. It's like Joey relying on luck too much for his own cards in his own deck, from the Yu-Gi-Oh anime. And I don't understand how the writers wrote this debut battle of Ash in the Masters 8 so poorly. he was relying on the plot armor. Metagross is a pseudo-legendary, now mega-evolved, and happens to lose to a redirected Z move that struck with half the power and then one Iron Tail. Mind you, Steven has also battled the same Primal Graban and Primal Kyogre that Alon did, and the same Mega Metagross. And he's gone toe-to-toe with Alon's Mega Charizard X. So why, in God's name, why on earth did they allow him to lose to Ash's Pikachu? Oh, because plot, that's why. Steel resists Steel too. Why was Iron Tail the one to knock it out? I mean, I guess it's got to be something. But they could have done better.